Hello and welcome to FranTastic InSights. My name is Melissa Blum, and I'm the Vice President of Franchise Expansion for FranServe, the world's largest franchise consulting and expansion organization. At FranServe, our mission is to connect aspiring entrepreneurs with life-changing franchise opportunities. Quite simply, we love changing people's lives. Through FranTastic InSights, we aim to bring you exclusive information on new and innovative franchise brands that are making an impact in the industry. Today, I'm super excited to welcome a longtime friend of FranServe, Patrice Rice. Patrice is a franchising powerhouse. She was the founder and president of Patrice & Associates, an award-winning hospitality management and executive search recruiting agency. She grew her brand to an impressive 175 units. Today, she joins us as founder of Mosquito Sheriff, a groundbreaking brand that's revolutionizing pest control. Today, she will share her inspiring journey, her vision, and why this franchise is an incredible opportunity for entrepreneurs. So let's dive in and give a warm welcome to Patrice of Mosquito Sheriff. Thanks for being here with us today. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Patrice,
Good.
I'm so intrigued by your why of starting Mosquito Sheriff. Can you tell us a little bit more about what inspired you to develop this great brand?
Of course. So when I sold Patrice and Associates, as you said, I had 175 units in the US and Canada. In my bucket list, everybody has bucket lists, and one of my bucket lists was to have a small farm. So I thought this is the time to do it. So I moved to the Eastern Shore. I have 6 acres now, and I have 4 miniature horses, 4 goats, 6 alpacas. And, that's great. I've had life was good. But then I had an alpaca and a goat die from brainworm that was transmitted by a mosquito. So I contacted local companies to be a customer, and they all had the synthetic toxin, the poisons that they use. It kills everything inside. It kills the bees. It kills the butterflies. That bothered me. But what bothered me most is that I can't have that toxic chemicals near my animals. And they said, well, if you wait a while, so long. They said, well, I got pastures. I got dogs that eat grass. This is not going to work. I could not find anybody that had an all natural spray. So I was kind of just wondering what I was going to do. I stumbled across a chemist online in Pennsylvania who had already developed an all natural spray based on essential oils. Cedar essential oils, a lot of different essential oils. And he also had a small manufacturing plant. So I called him, and yeah, he was selling some, not doing well. He's very excited to partner with us because as we grow as franchisees, he gets more customers because we only use his product. So before I introduced it to my franchisees, I used it myself as a test, and it was fine. And the horses were walking behind me in a straight line almost, and so that's kind of how Mosquito Sheriff started.
Well, as a pet owner, pet lover myself, I thank you for creating this. Can you tell us a little bit more about your company culture?
Well, I believe in people helping people. That's what my other business was about. I brought that into this business. I want a culture of family. Our core values are respect, excellence, service, and teamwork. When you have a work from home concept, sometimes the franchisee can feel like they're out on an island by themselves. So our franchisees talk to each other, they call each other, we have meetings, we share best practices. This worked, don't ever do that. It didn't work for me. And I want them to also help each other. Some franchisees adopt new ones and help them get going. If a neighbor franchisee calls and says, look, I'm really sick, I've already rescheduled this person, can somebody go do my spray? I want them to say yes. Now how much are you going to pay me? So that's the culture I'm trying to build. And I have turned away franchisees that I didn't think would fit in that culture. It takes a certain person to be able to work in that, and that's what I'm looking for.
To expand on that, can you tell us a little bit more about your ideal candidate? What are some qualities that you're looking for in your next franchisee?
Well, personality is a big plus. This is a personality business.
Mhm.
If you're spraying and the customer's in the yard, go talk to them. Go talk to people who are the next door neighbors. Put out your flyers, put out your yard signs. If you don't have a personality, hire a technician that does.
Mhm.
Because many people don't want that interaction themselves. Now, you don't have to be a salesperson, because we have a call center that takes the call, sells the service, calls you and says, here's your new franchisee, here's your new customer, call and schedule your first spray. So you don't have to be a salesperson, but you have to be outgoing and friendly.
Got it. Does the current economy have any impact at all on Mosquito Sheriff and your franchisees? And do you anticipate any changes in that in the next, say, 3 years?
No, I don't. I mean, if we were approved by the federal government as a viable business during COVID,
Mm.
if people still paid us during COVID, a lot of times because they were outside a lot more, but they still paid us and had the service during COVID. I don't see that changing, because we're not a luxury item. We are not, we offer health solutions and preventative measures.
Mhm.
Mosquitoes, fleas, ticks cause health issues in people, children, and pets. So it's not just a something that you want when you're outside and you like having it. It's not a luxury item.
Mhm.
It's really a health item, and I don't see that changing.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad you pointed that out. What are your expansion plans? Are there any hot territories you're looking to fill? And are there any areas of the country maybe where this business doesn't work?
I think it works everywhere. I
Okay.
talked to somebody yesterday from Minnesota, and you would think, oh my gosh, it's so cold. They don't have mosquitoes. Well, mosquitoes is the Minnesota state fly. No, Minnesota state birds, because they have so many. I'm talking to a lady in Vermont. I talked to 3 or 4 days ago to a guy in Arizona and wanted to know if it was too hot.
Mhm.
No, it's not. You spray in the morning. So any place is viable. I know you represent a lot of other mosquito companies. I have territories every place. The world is your oyster. You don't even have to do territory checks. I know you can, but you don't have to because every place is open.
Because you're wide open.
I
Perfect.
am.
Can you talk to us a little about the typical ramp up time from the time you sign a franchise agreement with a new franchisee? How long till they launch? And can you talk a little bit about the training that they can expect?
Sure. Um, the Once we get through the franchise development process, and that can go as fast as 2 weeks, depending on the person and everything else they're looking on. But then the ramp up time is them finding a vehicle. Finding a vehicle. I don't care if it's new or used. You have to get it to me so we can wrap it and build it out. We build out the
Mhm.
back with racks and product and blowers, and we install an inverter to turn your engine into a generator to continue to power and charge your battery packs. So we need about 30 days to do that. But in the meantime, the franchisee should be looking for customers. They should be talking to all their family. They should be talking to their friends. They should be letting everybody know what they're going to be doing. Because
Mhm.
when the truck's ready, the goal is that they have customers to go spray. So that's kind of how I see the ramp up. Training is 3 days here in Maryland.
Mhm.
We do some classroom training. We want them to be an expert on mosquitoes. So if somebody calls and says, geez, I'm being bitten by mosquitoes, and you say, well, where are you being bitten? In my ankles. Oh, that's a tiger mosquito. They live in tall grass. Do you have tall grass around a field? Did you
Mm.
mow your lawn short? That's that kind of thing. So we want them to be the go-to person if somebody has a question. And then they do ride-alongs with our people, with my technicians, and actually do hands-on spraying. It is not rocket science. So it doesn't take long to learn.
We love that. We love a simple business model. Can you
Right.
can you talk to me a little bit about your territories? How large are they, and kind of what goes into designing those territories to make them successful?
So territories are based on a population of about 300,000. I'm trying to work within the county in which people live, okay? But there's some counties that have 1 million people and we have to divide it,
Mhm.
but if your county is a little bit short, we might include the next county, trying to keep it simple. Now that 300,000 is just not rooftops. It is daycare centers, playgrounds,
Mhm.
golf courses, assisted living places, restaurants. During COVID, restaurants had to build outside seating in order to stay in
Mhm.
business. That hasn't gone away. They have mosquitoes, and they're using somebody. Same with the daycare center. So if you use an all natural spray, and you tell your customers or your parents, we're using an all natural spray now, what are they going to say? Who are you using? Okay, so it's not just rooftops, but we have what we call friends and family policy, kind of like a territory with no borders. If you have a mother that lives 2 territories over, go spray her. Her
Mhm.
friends. Being first in an area is huge. All
Yes.
her friends, anybody in your circle of influence, anybody you've worked with before. Now, when that territory is sold, you keep your customers. But
Mhm.
on the other hand, if the person that signs the next door territory has a mother that lives in your territory and is not already your customer, they can sign it. And we communicate in our database. We talk about where we got every lead from, so
Mhm.
everything is clear. There is so much business. There is no competition.
Perfect. Is this the type of business that someone needs to put all of their hours in a week into, or could they be, semi-absentee? Could they maintain a different job while they
Yeah,
start this?
absolutely. I Most of all my franchisees start out um, keeping their job. It creates it's a little smaller risk factor for them, and continues with their financial stability while they are starting their business, because it takes time. You don't quit your job when you don't have customers yet. So it takes time to build your customer base to a point where the income makes you feel comfortable. You can either switch your and do it full time or not.
Mhm.
Hire more technicians to do it, you know? So yes, it is a perfect semi-absentee model.
Perfect. One thing I think you had mentioned to me before, your blowers are environmentally friendly and quiet as well, right? Can you talk a little bit about how that adds value to this business?
Right. That makes us the only 100% all green mosquito spray company. Other companies now say, since I've started business, now say we also have, an all natural product, but it's
Mhm.
going to cost this amount more and everything. But our blowers use the recyclable energy. And that's why we install the inverter to turn the engine into a generator to power up and charge your battery pack. So it makes zero noise. There's no gas in the back of your vehicle. You don't mix gas in the back of your blower. You don't have gas on your back that weighs 75 pounds for that backpack. And ours only weighs 25 pounds.
Hmm.
So absolutely, that makes us the only 100% all green option.
Perfect. So as we wrap up today, are there any key takeaways, anything you really want our viewers to remember about Mosquito Sheriff?
Well, I know you guys represent a lot of mosquito companies, and we're trying very hard to let you know about us. We're making our phone calls, we're doing the emails with you, Melissa, and we make placements with another company that I don't feel offers the same that you guys offer, which is why I'm really trying hard. So I need help. I do the first call. When we get the territory checks, we call the agent, the counselor.
Mhm.
What do you call them? Brokers?
The consultant. The
Consultant.
consultant.
Thank you. And thank them and let them know if they need to know more information about us. We contact them as soon as we get the lead. I do the first calls. We have a very clean process. And this information is on our portal. Our franchise development process is on the portal. Please visit our portal. We have a lot of videos, and we have a one sheet. We have a 2-minute drill. We have everything. Please visit our portal and help us. We need you.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Patrice, for being with us today. You've shared some fantastic insights about Mosquito Sheriff, and it's clear that this brand is a very exciting opportunity for entrepreneurs. FranServe is thrilled to have you as a valued partner, and we're looking forward to an incredible 2025 together, helping more people achieve their dreams through franchising. So to our audience, thank you for tuning in to FranTastic InSights. Stay tuned for more conversations with innovative brands that are shaping the future of franchising. Thanks again, Patrice.
Thank you, Melissa.